What's going on, everybody? Cornerman _ MMA here, Ryan the Mighty Quinn. UFC Vegas 58 in the books. Good night of fights. Underrated for the most part on most performances. I know that it was fairly lackluster with the exception of the main event, which I didn't see the main event going that way. I guess if Rafael Fiziev was going to win, it was going to be my knockout with the power punches. I figured that Dos Anjos would be able to do enough to absorb, get him against the fence and recover if he ever got rocked. Just didn't go that way, but it was a tough fight up until the knockout happened. Fight in question of the night, actually, I'm going to be eating crow for was Michael Johnson versus Jamie Mullarky. Now, I on Betting Bananas, I had picked Michael Johnson to pull the upset. He was a pretty big, significant underdog in that fight. It was actually as high as 220 I saw on one site, but it was 175. UFC was showing at come fight time, come cage walk. I felt that Michael Johnson had won the fight. I'm going to go get into that. Obviously, we're going to break down. We're just going to watch round one. The rounds 2 and 3 were pretty decisive, I felt. I thought that from watching it that Michael, they both got dropped in the first round, but I felt that after each drop, I felt that Michael did more damage after the fact, more contact than Jamie had when he dropped Michael at the end there. Why is that? Also, we have to remember, as well as the scoring, body language and recovery or a reaction is also part of the scoring. And I felt Michael reacted better after getting dropped. Michael got up to his knees and went to the single leg, tried to finish at one point, but then he was able to just weigh the time, get rid of just chew some clock, where when he dropped Jamie took some strikes and a little bit of a swelling in the face. I just thought Michael won the round that way. Plus, he connected more, and then he really started snapping his jab and stuff towards the third round. I was really impressed with his takedown defense. I thought his takedown defense was going to rely specifically on just his fast hands, coming from somebody who has a wrestling background, and good hands is good defense for wrestling because it gives the wrestler something to think about. But no, his sprawls look great. Close fight for sure. I felt that Michael did enough to win. And two of the judges didn't see it that way. And it's funny, I was thinking, and actually I just checked in with a source about this prior to this video about, the CompuStrikes, the StatCast that the UFC likes to show after. JP, what's up, man? Jay. Some of the judging last night was off too. Yeah, you know what? I watched a lot of the fights on mute, Jay, but I saw a lot of Twitter on that. And on top of that, Yankees Red Sox were on the same time, so I was going back and forth on a bunch of those fights. Some of the judges last night were off. Scores were different than I, and quite a few other MMA in the media scored them. Yep, yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of that. I think there was another fight in the prelims that was in question. This is the one that I found. I paid close attention to this fight, and I felt that the judges got it wrong. Yes, Casey's sister Shevchenko. Yep. Yeah, that was a toss-up as well. I should have broken down that one. Maybe some filler time later this week. I'll break that down. I thought that was a good one. Yeah, can't go against Yankees Red Sox. It's big time. I'm a lot of you know, I'm a diehard Yankee fan, Yankees and Jets. And whenever they play the Red Sox, specifically on a weekend, Saturday night, I got the grill going in the backyard. So they were first pick. But yeah, so CompuStrikes, as I was getting into before, that's a cosmetic feature that the UFC uses. It's if you notice, they only showed the significant strikes. They didn't show all the takedown defense and everything like that, which with this fight actually supports my stance in Michael Johnson winning. He had more significant strikes landed. It showed in the first round. Now, it's still, like I said, it has nothing to do with the scoring. And it's very different because, remember, we're trying to score damage. And what is a significant strike? Every time you connect, you just push a button. No, it doesn't really work that way. Significant strike is what's the head doing after the fact. Is it knocking him off balance? Stuff like that. So there's a lot of gray area there. So we have to remember that that is a cosmetic feature that the UFC tries to use. Um, we're in the stat and analytics era of sports, which is fantastic. I can get into that in another aspect, but I think that's the Statcast stuff that the UFC uses is try to push the sport to be more mainstream, which is cool. Some of this stuff you see is pretty interesting. We can't get it twisted with how the judges are scoring. We got to keep that in mind. Now, one thing I did forget about in the first round, I'm pretty sure Michael was kind of sidestepping a little bit, which sometimes the judges might take that as timidity. But we're going to get right to it right now. I'll take the comments after. I'm watching it on mute. Both fighters are taking center. Feeling it out. Lefty versus righty. Michael Johnson, the southpaw. Outside kick landed by Mullarky. 20 seconds in. Johnson kind of pawing. Oh, actually, I did watch this fight on sound. Head kick missed. And I remember I felt Michael Bisping was kind of leaning Mullarky pretty hard because he was like calling some missed shots and stuff like that. Yeah, Michael, I thought you were a little biased in the commentary in this fight. Right hand landed by Mullarky to Johnson. To the body. Oh, Johnson lands a left uppercut in a combination exchange that he wins. See, now that's already the nose is swelling a little bit for Mullarky. Mullarky hits a leg kick, so Johnson has the more significant strikes landed so far in the round, a minute in. It's only been one. Oh, there's another left hook landed by Johnson on Mullarky's way in. Oh, a right hook, left hand landed by Johnson on Mullarky's attempt. But Mullarky does seem to be the one pushing the action. So maybe that's what the judges were seeing. A little more volume. The one going in, even though he's taking the damage. Michael is circling away from it a little, kind of counter-striking, but remember, it's a damage game, right, guys? That's what we learned. Body kick landed by Mullarky. Exchange, nothing landed by either. I see a little blood trickling from Mullarky's nose, a little red under the lip. Exchange, nothing, both miss. 2 minutes in. Tough round to score, that's for sure. I mean, as of right now, I would give this round to Mullarky 2 minutes and 10 in. Left hand of the body landed by Michael. Right hook missed up top. Right hand missed by Mullarky. 2.5 minutes in. It's a tight round, that's for sure. Both circling. Nobody really wants to engage. A lot of people have a lot of weapons the other guy's worried about. Oh, counter strikes landed by Johnson. Jab missed. Oop, exchange ended with a left hand by Johnson. Left hook missed by Mullarky. Oh, there's the lefts landed and drops. Yeah, see, okay. Lefts landed and drops Mullarky. Okay, and then 3 more strikes have landed. And Michael's in a front headlock position. Okay, so now after the drop, strikes were landed by Michael, and Michael lands in the more dominant position with that front headlock. 1:90. So Michael just shirred up the round. If nothing else happened going forward, Michael shirred up this round. Obviously, that's not the case. We're still in that front headlock position. Mullarky's trying to recover, fighting hands. We're back to our feet. Johnson lands another strike on the way out just to score. Right hand to the body by Mullarky. A minute left. Still circling. Front kick missed by Mullarky. Leg kick missed by Mullarky. 45 seconds left. Nothing, nothing. 35 seconds left. In the center. Leg kick missed by Johnson. 30 seconds left. Jab landed by Mullarky. Right kick defended by Mullarky. Stumbled. Okay, so he wasn't even dropped. So, okay, actually, all right. So, combination landed by Johnson, but he wasn't even dropped. He just got a takedown defended on his recovery. Exchange back and forth. Wild exchange by both to end the round. All right, round over. So now, okay, so Michael didn't even get dropped there. I watched it wrong the first time. He buckled, and then when Mullarky came forward, he shot in. A recovery / offensive maneuver where Mullarky got cleanly dropped and strikes landed after. Now, after Mullarky defended the then takedown, yes, he landed some elbows and some hammer strikes. Johnson gets back up and he finishes a combination. I just feel the judges got this wrong, or the two of the judges got this fight wrong. That was definitely Johnson's round. But that's what I got. Short one today, guys. I think that Michael Johnson won that fight. I'm going to try and get in touch with him. I would like to get him on here. I like Michael. I met him when I was in Russia. He was cornering Desmond Green. He was a good dude. I'm also going to start breaking down techniques used, like significant techniques used. Like I missed the boat on it, but Alex Pereira, when he knocked out Sean Strickland, I want to talk about how that knockout punch, that left hook came into play, how and when, what's being used. But this is what I got. Got good stuff coming on. Got Glover Teixeira coming on Tuesday afternoon. Cannot wait for that. Big stuff in that one. He's talking about what's going on with him, potential rematch. A lot of other potential people going forward. I'm trying to get in touch with Jeff Mullen after this fight, particularly. That would be great to talk about, as well as Tisha Torres. Been talking to her. John McCarthy's going to come back on, talk scoring. A lot of good stuff, guys. All right. Have a good one. Bye.